Hello everyone, it's me Sakura back again. Today I'm going to review the movie Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes. Do you see this chimpanzee tribe? They are one of the branches that emerged after the era of the ape king Caesar. This tribe specializes in training eagles to hunt for food, and they also consider the eagles their friends. Every adult ape has to find an eagle egg and bring it back to raise. Even though their tribe has many strong warriors, when faced with a cruel tyrant, he took the name of the ape king Caesar for himself, then sent his soldiers everywhere to attack humans and enslave other ape tribes, even pretending to be a god or demon to brainwash the foolish apes. This time his mistake was clashing with the eagle tribe. Let's see, when a family stands together to resist the rule of an empire, which side will come out on top? Please join Sakura to watch today's review. Many generations after Caesar's death, a virus struck the planet, causing nearly all of humanity's achievements to be wiped out. The few lucky survivors became degenerate, living in wild packs, and were called echo by the apes, meaning remnants. Meanwhile, the apes became more intelligent, forming various clans that lived in different regions. Noah is a chimpanzee who lives peacefully in a valley with his tribe. Noah's tribe has a tradition of raising and taming eagles, using them to help gather food in their daily lives. Therefore, every adult chimpanzee must learn how to tame birds. To prepare for his own ceremony, Noah and his friends Aladdin and Shuma went to stake out an eagle's nest. Coming from a well-educated monkey family with strong moral standards, the young monkeys had been strictly and thoroughly taught since childhood. My child, remember your father's words. 1 year of stealing is worth 3 years of working. Not daring to go against the wisdom of their ancestors, the monkeys had no choice but to grit their teeth and steal the eggs. When the mother bird flew away, the whole group immediately snuck in to steal the eggs. However, their clan also had a rule that 1 egg must be left in the nest, and there were only 3 eggs here. Therefore, Noah decided to let his 2 friends take theirs first. After that, he set his sights on another nest nearby. Although the distance to the mountain peak was a bit far, Noah was clever and resourceful. Very quickly, he found an iron bar and used it to swing across to the other side, finally reaching the nest. Just as he was about to snatch an egg and head home, the mother eagle returned to the nest. Angry, it attacked Noah, causing him to fall down onto a rocky ledge below. His 2 friends quickly chased after him, wanting to help. Come on, we're almost there, we're about to catch you. Damn, what kind of useless brothers are you guys? Help me, hurry up, I'm about to turn into tofu here. Who told you not to listen when I said eating chicken feet while drinking would stop your hands from shaking? Luckily, he managed to grab onto a metal bar. He smiled at the egg in his hand. The 3 of them went down the mountain and saw someone lurking near their herd of horses. Shuma immediately threw a rock in that direction. The creature ran away. The 3 of them immediately chased after it to an abandoned tunnel. Noah stopped Ayana because it could be someone from the other side of the valley. Even so, he still wanted to go inside and take a look. The other 2 monkeys had no choice but to follow Ayana. At that moment, a roar echoed out, startling the 3 young men. They grabbed a piece of cloth from the creature, pulled up their pants and ran for their lives outside, then jumped on their horses and rode straight home. When they got back to the village, the children immediately surrounded the 3 of them, asking about their trip. The kids were extremely excited and curious about the outside world. The 3 of them showed the kids the eggs they had brought back. Just to be clear, Sakura meant eagle eggs, not the pair of eggs in their pants. Toan's egg was snatched, so Ayana chased after them and scolded the kids. They're stubborn, but their parents always say, my child is well behaved at home. This one would sell me out for dozens of lifetimes and not realize. And you call that well behaved? Noah burst out laughing, then ran to his mom to proudly show off. His mother was very proud of Noah, saying, that's my boy. If you keep this up, I'll buy you a Sonic or a Xiaomi instead of having you ride a horse to play at being a hero like the others. Then she told him to go see his father at the tower. He was a master eagle trainer of the tribe, owning a very powerful and loyal red-headed eagle. However, it didn't seem to be friendly toward Noah. Noah just felt that this bird was incredibly insolent. I've put up with you for a long time, you know. Whenever Dad is away, I will make you salad to drink to relieve my hatred. He handed the piece of cloth he had found to the old man. Hey, did you wipe your butt with this or something, Kill? Why does it stink so bad? Come on, Dad, you make it sound like I'm some kind of delinquent. Vietnamese humor, man, I was just kidding. Why so serious? After receiving it, the father immediately identified it as belonging to Echo, the wild man, which made him think that Noah had crossed over to the other side of the valley. Noah claimed he didn't break the family's rules, but his father accused him of lying. At that moment, a warrior in the tribe named Horror acknowledged Noah's climbing skills when he learned that Noah had climbed all the way to the top of the mountain to get the egg. After meeting his father, Noah was sad. Seeing this, his friends came to comfort him, joking, drinking? What kind of drinking is this? I bring the snacks, but you never bring beer, yet you keep inviting me. Come on, who even drinks beer or alcohol now? That trend is over. Just pick some papaya leaves and sniff them. It's a real buzz, all homegrown, and doesn't cost a thing. That night when everyone was fast asleep, Noah was still up, busy fixing the fish drying rack for his mother. At that moment, a strange noise suddenly came from inside. He carefully went inside to check. Suddenly, the thief from earlier that morning rushed out, startling Noah. Before he could even react, the thief had already run off and the egg hanging from his waist was smashed to pieces. Having lost the most important item for the ceremony, Noah hurriedly set out in the middle of the night to find another egg to replace it. Unexpectedly, after traveling a short distance, Noah suddenly heard a strange noise. He got off his horse to take a look and saw a campfire, indicating that someone was there. But next to it were large corpses wearing masks. Noah approached to take a closer look. At that moment, horror appeared from behind. He only managed to say, "There are still more," before collapsing from a fatal wound on his back. In the distance, the sound of galloping hooves echoed urgently. Noah quickly hid in a corner, hardly daring to breathe. He saw a group of ape-like creatures wearing strange masks. They were all armed with electric weapons, looking very dangerous. One of them found a piece of cloth belonging to the Echo people. It seemed that was their real objective. At that moment, even though Noah was well hidden, his horse was discovered. They used electric batons to shock the horse, then followed it back to his tribe. Noah was terrified. He rushed home as fast as he could to warn everyone, but two legs couldn't outrun four. By the time Noah arrived, it was already too late. Before his eyes, the village was engulfed in flames, with the anguished cries of the villagers all around. They killed anyone who resisted and took the rest as prisoners. Noah found his mother and untied her, but was immediately shocked with electricity. His mother quickly held them back so Noah could go find his father, hoping to save their flock of eagles. At that moment, the leader spotted Noah, but he ran up to help his father release their birds. Better to die and have the nets torn than let these eagles fall into the hands of evil men. They would definitely use them to attack other tribes. That would be too much of a gain for those bastards. It wasn't long before the leader arrived. With no other choice, he could only stand up and fight. But this guy's like a reincarnated ox, unbelievably strong. He grabbed a stick to attack him, but was immediately knocked away. Then the man used a stun baton to shock him. Noah tried to ambush him from above, but being less than half the size of his opponent and with the masked gang leaders dirty fighting, no matter how agile Noah was, he couldn't win. The guy shocked him with electricity, sending him crashing to the ground. Noah was quickly pinned under his foot. To save his son, he mustered all his strength and charged forward, knocking the man away. The gang leader quickly landed blow after blow, killing Noah's father. Unable to bear it, Noah leapt onto him, punching him on the head and neck, but it was useless against this big-headed brute, who then threw Noah down from above. He managed to grab a rope, trying to climb back up, but could only watch as his father passed away. The leader also struck, sending Noah flying off the tower. The next morning, he was lucky to wake up, but all around him was nothing but devastation. The bodies of his people were scattered everywhere. The rest had all been captured. Noah saw his father's eagle, walked over and found his father's body. Noah broke down in tears, then built a grave for his father. He promised his father that he would find their tribe and bring everyone home, and that a blood debt must be repaid in blood. If not, he swore he would no longer be a monkey. Noah took a broken electric baton with him, then, together with a horse, looked back at his homeland one last time before setting out to rescue his tribe. He crossed through the tunnel, which had once been forbidden, following the hoofprints of his horse. Above, his father's eagle also followed him throughout the journey. After traveling for a while, Noah found his mother's scarf, which showed that he was on the right path. Can a lone monkey like him really take on a whole gang of vicious monkeys armed with all those toys? At night, Noah took shelter under a tree and lit a fire to keep warm. The next morning, he saw that eagle again. Noah reached out his hand, signaling for it to perch on his arm. But that was impossible because it was the Eagle King and would only obey the leader of the monkey troop. A monkey like Noah is not worth his eyes. Noah gave up on the uncooperative animal. He continued on into a forest and saw smoke rising nearby. He immediately took his stick and went over to investigate, but unexpectedly fell into a trap. Luckily, some vines caught him, otherwise there would have been a French-style roasted monkey dish right then and there. Ouch, my butt hurts so much. An old orangutan named Raker appeared. He questioned Noah about his electric stick. Noah explained that it belonged to his enemy. His family had been killed and kidnapped by them. Noah was on a journey to find them. Raker understood the pain of losing loved ones, as he himself was the last of his kind. He still kept books passed down through many generations, including Scherer's teachings about peace between humans and their kind. That apes must not kill apes, and he has followed this teaching to this day. However, not everyone was like that. That was why his entire village was massacred. At this moment, Noah noticed the echo and immediately tried to chase it away. But Raker wanted to keep it. He sensed that it was smarter than the others. After that, Raker also decided to accompany Noah. That night, they stopped to rest. The echo appeared again. Raker threw her some food and a piece of cloth, telling Noah that this was called kindness. He even gave her a name, Nova. In the middle of the night, the young ape discovered a telescope, and even more strangely, Nova could see the same things Noah saw through it. The girl was truly very intelligent. The next morning, the two set off again. Raker allowed Nova to come along with them. After traveling for a while, they saw a herd of zebras and a group of wild humans. Believing that these were Nova's own kind, Noah decided to leave her there with her species. Raker, worried it wouldn't be safe, also wanted to stay with Nova. He gave Raker the necklace bearing the symbol of Shira. Unexpectedly, as soon as Noah left, Silver's raiders suddenly attacked the group of wild humans. They cast nets to chase and capture them, aiming to find Nova because they knew she was an intelligent individual who held a secret they desperately needed. As long as they could capture Nova, they would be able to open the advanced human weapons vault. The girl was separated from Raker and ran into the grasslands to escape. Taking advantage of the terrain, which was easy to hide in, Nova crawled underneath while Silver and his gang spread out above, searching for her. At that moment, Nova also saw Noah returning to look for her. Summoning all her courage, she stood up and called his name. The young ape, barely having time to be surprised, immediately rushed toward her. Right behind them, Silver was hot on their heels. Fortunately, Noah was the one who reached her first. Silver tried to jump in, but Noah kicked him away. "Get lost, you bastard!" The two of them ran off, but one of the guards chased after and attacked Noah. At that moment, Raker rushed over and struck the guard on the head with a tree branch, helping all three of them escape successfully. When they reached the riverbank, the two monkey friends started bad-mouthing Nova. "Look at her. How could she possibly be as smart as us monkeys?" Raker even insisted stiffly. "Come on, she can't even talk, and she claims to be intelligent." The girl then revealed that she was actually a highly intelligent human named May. Upon hearing this, Raker was so shocked he froze up completely. May is on a journey to find others of her kind after her mother passed away. She has to pretend to be Echo to ensure her own safety. May also revealed that the invaders had taken Noah's clan to a settlement by the seaside, located outside an old human bunker, and she would lead him there. At night, everyone looked for a place to rest. Noah also managed to tinker with and repair the electric baton they had brought along to use as a weapon. The next day, the group had to cross a bridge to continue their journey. Unfortunately, they were ambushed by Silver again. He had his soldiers secretly climb underneath while blocking both ends of the bridge. Realizing there was no way out this time, the three decided to go all out against the vicious apes. But the odds were against them, facing dozens of monkeys who were not only heavily armed but also trained warriors skilled in evil deeds. Noah and May were quickly captured, and in the struggle, May fell into the rushing river below. Raker grabbed a net to try to pull May up, but the girl didn't have enough strength. He jumped in to push the girl up, but ended up being swept away by the current himself. Raker managed to grab a rope and could only say, "We are strong together," before Silver cut the rope. Noah and May were restrained, powerless to do anything but watch him go. After that, they too were captured and taken to the settlement of the invading monkeys. The other clans all shared the same fate as Noah. They were all captured and forced into slavery. Noah and May were separated, and then he was pushed into forced labor. Even though it was ape against ape, these captive apes were made to do hard labor for their captors, no different from a cruel, racist system of slavery. Noah stepped outside and was reunited with his mother and his fellow clan members. Everyone joyfully embraced each other, while May was taken to a large room filled with books. It was the residence of a human prisoner named Trevor Thurn. Although called a prisoner, in reality he was a trusted advisor to the Ape King. May was very surprised to see another human here. But unfortunately, he had already resigned himself to working for the leader here in exchange for a peaceful life. This land is currently under the rule of a self-proclaimed ape king named Proximus Hera, a large, powerful and cunning chimpanzee. He took advantage of having the same name as a former leader to claim that he was his descendant and distorted Sarah's teachings that were once given to the apes. Only Noah, who had heard the true history from Raker, knew his real nature. However, the other apes below him were not that clever. They had long since been brainwashed by his slick words. Proximus had enslaved the other clans, forcing them to open the vault so he could access human technology containing the locked-away weapon of domination. But honestly, how could the strength of apes possibly move such a steel door? Even with missiles and tanks, it would probably be impossible, let alone using brute force like this. It's like throwing eggs at a rock. But today was yet another day of failure, as the intense heat caused the chains to snap and whip into the enslaved apes below. The Ape King could do nothing but seethe with anger. During the break, Proximus sent someone to invite Noah to have dinner with him, May, and Trevor. He spoke of his noble purpose, which was to pursue the evolution of the apes. Proximus believed that Noah's intelligence could help him unlock the gate. He also exposed May's lies. The girl has a community of intelligent humans living in underground shelters. Proximus told Noah to be wary of this outcast girl. She came here to steal things from that bunker. He would build a kingdom where apes would rule and live in peace. He insisted that humans are not to be trusted and must be eliminated. In the evening, Noah talked with his mother. Knowing that most of the Eagle clan had accepted their fate, she herself advised her son to stop fighting. At that moment, Noah saw the Sarah symbol pendant that Raker had given him. He realized that Proximus's talk of peace for the apes was all a lie. Noah's father's eagle also recognized Noah's maturity, flying over and gently landing on his arm, astonishing everyone. That night, Noah went to confront May, demanding that she tell him the whole truth in exchange for his help. May also apologized for lying, but insisted that Proximus really did kill her family. Noah asked May what she needed from that bunker. She said it was similar to a book that could restore speech to humanity. She also talked about the virus that had upended the order of the previous world. In the end, Noah agreed to help her get into the bunker, hoping to destroy Proximus's settlement and lead his Eagle clan back home. That night, Noah went to his two childhood friends and told them about the plan to liberate their people. Turner immediately agreed, but Ayana was afraid and chose not to join. Taking advantage of quiet midnight hours, the two of them met up with May to discuss the plan. Then Ayana also slowly came over to help everyone. They secretly planted explosives around the dike that surrounded the settlement, intending to use the force of the water to wipe this place out. Unexpectedly, their plan was discovered by Trevor Thurn. He tried to stop May, saying that their era had already come to an end. May tried to persuade him to join forces with her, but Trevor Thurn chose to go back and inform Proximus instead. May had no other choice but to kill her own kind, then threw his body into the sea. All four of them followed the rocky path under May's guidance, then climbed up a steep cliff. But as they neared their destination, Noah unfortunately lost his grip, causing both of them to fall. May almost fell into the sea, but fortunately Noah managed to hold on and brought her safely back up. In front of them was another gate, which seemed to be an old ventilation shaft. The three apes and the human went inside, lighting torches to illuminate the way. The spot where they were standing was very far from the ground, so they could only take a detour. They finally reached an old room where May pulled a lever, flooding the place with light. Noah's group couldn't believe that this place had been built by a single human. At that moment, May found a map. She took a hammer and set off to look for that book, telling Noah's group to wait here. With some free time on their hands, the three decided to explore a few places. They saw the exquisite creations of humankind, including old picture books depicting an era when humans were still the dominant species, while apes were kept in zoo cages for entertainment. Meanwhile, May had arrived at a secret basement. She took out a portable hard drive containing some kind of information. Next to it were countless guns and ammunition tubes. Meanwhile, the apes were eagerly reading books about zoos, and seeing themselves as playthings for humans made them extremely resentful. At that moment, May returned, so the group quickly took the opportunity to leave. When she reached the bunker door, May activated the switch inside, causing the door to open, but suddenly it swung open in the opposite direction. Proximus and his tribe appeared. He had even brought Noah's entire tribe here. One of Proximus's apes threatened to kill Juna to force Noah to reveal what May had taken from the storage room. He kept forcing him to choose between humans and his own kind. Seeing Noah still hesitating and refusing to speak, they tried to kill Juna, but May was quicker and killed him with the gun she had found in the storage room. Proximus, both terrified and consumed by ambition, told May that she could leave if she told him where the other weapons were hidden, but doing so would truly lead to humanity's extinction. May refused and ran outside to activate the explosives, and although Noah tried to stop her, he was already too late. Now the most important thing for him was to evacuate his tribe from this place. The dam was destroyed, causing seawater to rush in and destroy everything, flooding the bunker along with the apes inside, including Noah's family. The cowardly Ape King, desperate to survive, pushed his own kind into danger to save himself. May stood outside watching this scene, then fled from the settlement. Meanwhile, the apes inside were being battered by the force of the water. Noah shouted for everyone to try to climb up to the higher levels to escape the flood, but his mother was swept away. Noah hurriedly chased after her along the bank and luckily managed to grab her hand. Relying on his memory, Noah helped everyone find a way up, but suddenly he was chased by Silver. Noah quickly climbed up through a pipe. Using his agility, he ambushed Silver with a kick, but unexpectedly, Silver grabbed his leg and they both fell into the water. As soon as Noah surfaced, he ran into that big brute again. He was determined to pursue him to the end. With Silver's strength growing and Noah nearly exhausted, he could only try to trap him. Noah shouted in the ape's face, then lured him deeper into the complex network of pipes. In his rage, Silver was unwittingly led on until he realized he was trapped below, submerged by the rising water. Goodbye, you bastard. This is the fate that awaits all those muscle-bound fools who insist on playing the villain. Exhausted and gasping for air, Noah struggled to the surface and finally reunited with his family. But Braximas had been waiting for him all along. He immediately attacked him. Noah was knocked to the ground before he could react, forced to endure Braximas' relentless and brutal blows. The other tribe members wanted to help Noah, but they were overwhelmed by Braximas' intimidating presence and couldn't do anything. He dragged Noah up from the ground, repeatedly throwing him around, demanding that Noah kneel at his feet and acknowledge him as king. Hey monkey, if you obediently lick my ass 3 times, I'll spare your life and the lives of all the monkeys in your tribe. Seeing this, the monkeys around them muttered under their breath, "Oh my god, how can this male monkey be so unbelievably perverted? Just hearing about licking his ass makes me want to throw up." Noah used what little strength he had left to roll over and get up, but not to kneel. He began to make strange sounds. It was a song known only to his tribe. Braximas still hadn't figured out what was happening, thinking Noah was submitting to him, when suddenly Noah's entire tribe joined in the song. It was the song to summon the eagles. Noah stood up because he had successfully called forth their eagles. They swooped down and attacked Braximas, relentlessly biting and tearing at him. Aiku almost wanted to pee his pants right then and there. "Could you please not go for my 2 little eggs down there? Those still have a long shelf life, you know? Too bad you won't get a chance to use them, you monkey." His father's eagle finished off the enemy with a powerful kick, sending him plummeting from the cliff into the sea. After the incident, Noah's family returned to the valley and rebuilt their village. While Noah's group was incubating their eggs, May appeared. She said she had come to say goodbye to Noah and explained that humans deserved another chance because in the past, they were once the dominant species. Noah asked, "So what belongs to the monkeys?" Recalling Raker's stories, Noah asked whether apes and humans could coexist peacefully as they did in Sierra's era. He then handed her the symbolic necklace of that era. May, moved, put away the gun she had secretly hidden behind her back and accepted his gift. Noah also took Shuna to see the telescope he had found during his journey. Meanwhile, May went to the human settlement at a satellite base, a place isolated from the outside world. In fact, what May took from the bunker was a decryption key that would allow humans to reactivate the satellites. In the end, they successfully made contact with other survivors around the world, sparking a new hope for the revival of humanity. And that's where the movie ends. No matter how you look at it, peace between humans and apes is something that's extremely difficult to achieve. Because humanity once had its golden age, but now they are forced to hide in bunkers because of the pandemic. And no matter where they are, if anything threatens humanity's position, people will stop at nothing and pay any price to eliminate that threat. And the apes are also evolving, becoming healthier and better adapted to the earth and its diseases. It's hard to say when the next battle will break out, but the threats of new pandemics to humanity have already begun to emerge. And with climate change becoming increasingly severe, can humans adapt in time to survive? Or will another species replace humans just as millions of years ago, humans replaced the dinosaurs as the dominant species? Thank you so much for supporting Sakura, allowing the channel to grow to where it is today. If you enjoyed this, please give me a like and leave a comment sharing your thoughts about this movie. And especially please subscribe to the channel to keep up with my latest movie summaries. See you again, dear friends.